Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you for the call. Yeah, it's strange because you better know damn well that you're...
Does he work at Salvation Army?
What?
Does he work at the Salvation Army in Bremerton?
No, he's supposed to be...
You did not want to speak to us. Well, this isn't happening at this point. I can tell you what. So at this point, so I'll tell you.
Come here every Sunday to dish it out. Yes, we do. And first off, kind of a breaking story in New York. Jets cornerback Chris Boyd shot in Midtown Manhattan. Oh, well. I don't mean to sound, aloof about it, flippant about it. But it's New York. It is New York. He was, I guess, out with friends, maybe. It was 2 a.m. Right around 38th Street and 7th Avenue, which is, to anybody that isn't in New York, is Midtown Manhattan. Right in the center of it, a lot going on there. And he was shot in the abdomen, taken to the hospital. He's in serious but stable condition. And, this is New York. I don't mean to make people paranoid or want people to think that you have to be paranoid. You walk around New York City wondering where the shot's going to come from or where the pipe is going to be laid across your head. But you do have to keep your eyes open.
I'm your handyman.
Your head on the proverbial swivel.
Smooth operation.
And pay attention.
Make some scrap
You don't be on your
Where is
phone.
trouble?
Don't talk to anybody. Anyone who thinks they are going to make a new friend in Midtown Manhattan at 2 a.m. in 2025, you're out of your gourd. There are no friends to be had. You're not finding someone and go, I can't believe it, 2 a.m. New York City, and this guy is into the same hobbies I am. No one out at that hour is up to anything. Probably the most innocent people are leaving bars and places hammered, and that's not a good thing either. But what are you doing? And this guy is a football player. He's got a pretty good career, I guess. I don't know much about him. But why are you... He got into an altercation with another gentleman, and that gentleman shot him. You can't afford to have any pride when you're walking around in New York City. Don't think you can stand up for yourself or get into some kind of an altercation with somebody, because the odds that they might do something to you, either assault you or shoot you and kill you, whatever, it's not out of the question, that's for sure. So what is he doing? Getting into some type of argument with a man at 2 in the morning, Midtown Manhattan, and he gets himself shot. The other thing, obviously, is that New York City hates letting people defend themselves. We've seen this before. The Second Amendment is just not viable in New York City, especially. New York State's tough enough, but New York City, good luck. They went to court. The Supreme Court actually ruled that the way New York City was they didn't have to give you a pistol permit. You could fill out all the paperwork, jump through all their hoops, pass it with flying colors, never had any, not even a traffic ticket. And they could turn around and go, nope, you don't need one. Well, I don't think the Constitution is based on what we need. These are God-given rights that we have. How could you tell me I am not allowed to exercise my Second Amendment right in your fair city. So that went on for quite some time, but the Supreme Court finally ruled that they can't do that. So people with New York State pistol permits were now able to go into New York City. You used to have to get an attachment. It was called. I lived out on Long Island for many years, and I wanted to be able to carry a gun in New York City where I worked, and I had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars and jump through so many hoops, and every single traffic ticket I had gotten my entire life had to be documented. And I needed knowledge as to how those traffic violations were disposed of.
Transport at your service.
What happened there? Oh, I paid a fine. Everything. And if you get something wrong, they deny you, and you go back on the bottom of the 1 year long waiting list. So I went through all this. I hired a lawyer to do it for me. The lawyer wound up getting in trouble many years later for bribing the officials at one police plaza that actually give out the pistol permits. So the whole thing was corrupt anyway. That's probably where my thousands of dollars I paid the lawyer went to, was bribing the officials to get my permit. Whatever the case may be, I did get my permit, and I was allowed to carry in New York City, which no one was legally allowed to carry. There were plenty of people carrying them. They're called criminals. They're thugs. They're violent felons. They're allowed. Not really allowed, but no one does much about it. And that's most likely who shot Chris Boyd of the New York Jets late last night. So, you know, they don't want you protecting your stuff. They always say that if you allow people to carry firearms, that it's going to be the Wild West. Ah, yes. You know what the Wild West had? It was called Colt 45s, the pistols. They were known as peacekeepers. The peacekeeper, the Colt 45. People would go, what does that mean? Why are you calling a deadly weapon a peacekeeper? Because it gave you equal power to anyone else that had a peacemaker or reasonable facsimile thereof. So there was a certain balance of power, a détente in place, and you know, the government are the first people that start screaming that you don't need weapons, and it just makes things more violent, and more people get shot, and that's just not true. And the government itself, back during the Cold War, there was a balance of power, a détente with the Soviet Union, the United States, mutually assured destruction. You're pointing nuclear missiles at each other. Both sides know that if they jump the gun and try something, the other side is just going to do what they do. And the peacekeeper in the Old West was based on that. And these days, an armed population is a polite population. And I'm talking about people, legal, law-abiding citizens that are exercising their Second Amendment right. But New York, like I said, the Supreme Court said, well, you have to allow people that have a New York State permit to carry their gun concealed in New York City. And they went, oh, okay. And then they put up gun restriction zones, which completely negated your ability to be able to carry a gun in New York City. Times Square, one of the worst places in New York City for crime and assaults and even murders. And you are not allowed to carry a concealed weapon, even if you have a permit, in any part of Times Square. If somehow you're found out, you have that weapon on you, doesn't matter if you're legal, you have a New York State license. In the city, the Supreme Court said you could carry in New York City, you will go to jail. You will go to jail. And they put those restrictions all over New York. You can't be within a certain distance of a school, of a courthouse, of any federal building. And you look at a map of New York and realize those are overlapping the places. The circle around the school overlaps with the circle around the federal building and the colleges and churches and everything else. So they've effectively told the Supreme Court to shove it. And by doing that, have told you, the American citizen, that your rights don't matter, that you can shove it. And it's still in court. It's still going through court, but they will continue
I am not armed, you know.
their never-ending assault on your rights. And they keep getting away with it. They make more restrictions, and it does not allow you to be on equal footing with people that want to do you harm.
Where do you need to
You
go?
have a
Let's keep
petite
it
woman,
safe.
maybe, an older gal, like our callers here. An older gal that it wouldn't last a second in a physical altercation with some of these criminal monsters roaming the street. You give her a gun,
Let's keep it safe.
she trains, go to the range, train, do everything you're legally obligated to do, and morally obligated to do, and socially obligated to do, to make sure you are very good, if I may use the term, very well trained in firearms. And now that woman can never be put in a position, not never, but it sure is a much more rare occurrence, that she's going to be put in a position where she cannot defend herself against any adversary. New York State and New York City has said, nope, go screw. We don't care about your safety. We just don't care. So, that's where you're at, New York. Good luck. So we'll see what happens with Jets cornerback Chris Boyd, shot in Midtown Manhattan last night. Just, it's going to get worse, people. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I think you know that. Okay, we are just getting started here. Please, what are you doing? Where else you going? You're going to stick around. We'll be right back. There's a story that's just crazy. This should be one of the biggest stories that the mainstream media should be talking about, because it involves Jeffrey Epstein. Uh-oh. We've heard a lot about this Epstein-Trump connection. I read some ridiculous tweet by Stephen King, author Stephen King, another one who has just destroyed his legacy. He went from, it's kind of fun, author of horror, the macabre. And now he's just a jackass. So he was talking about the Epstein thing, going, if Trump has nothing to hide as far as the Jeffrey Epstein thing goes, why won't he release all the paperwork and files attached to it? And I was thinking, well, if Trump did have something linking him to Epstein and his island and the girls and all that, why didn't the Biden administration put out that? They had them. They had them just like Trump supposedly has them. And you know damn well they would do anything to prevent Trump from becoming president in the 2024 election. So why didn't they pull it out? Well, there's a couple of things there you could speculate about. Maybe everyone is tainted. Maybe every single politician and judge and actor and everyone somehow was mixed up with Jeffrey Epstein. It certainly seems that way. It really does seem that way. Every new piece of information we get is, this person had something going on with Jeffrey Epstein, and then this one. So, the mainstream media hating Trump is trying to make a link there. And look, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a Trump supporter. But I can't sit here with any certainty and say that Trump had no relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. He did nothing wrong in any of his meetings or times that he was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane or whatever. I don't know. How the hell would I know? And also, how the hell would you know? Because a lot of people like saying, oh, he's this, he's that. We throw the pedophile word around. He's a criminal. You don't know either. So keep it real, and we can wait and see. But this story isn't speculation. This happened. We got this wonderful U.S. House of Representatives member, Miss Plaskett. Yes, Miss Plaskett. What's her full name? Newly released documents from Jeffrey Epstein's estate show the convicted sex offender appeared to be texting with a member of Congress during the 2019 House hearing with Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former fixer, personal attorney. And those messages may have influenced the lawmakers' questioning. This is insanity. The documents provided to Congress this week include transcripts suggesting Epstein was in direct contact with the lawmaker as the hearing unfolded. Although the transcript does not name the lawmaker, Epstein was texting during the February 2019 hearing. An analysis by the Post suggests it was Stacey Plaskett, the U.S. Virgin Islands non-voting Democratic delegate. What is she doing up there anyway? Why is she at a hearing? She can't vote. It's the Virgin Islands. But they get this. They match the timestamps of the messages with the video of the hearing. And the analysts concluded that Plaskett was the member of Congress in contact with Epstein. At the time, Cohen was appearing before the House Oversight Committee to testify against Trump, accusing him of racism, financial fraud, and directing hush money payments to conceal his extramarital affairs. So here's this woman, this representative of the Virgin Islands.
Get in there.
And she's texting with Jeffrey Epstein. And Jeffrey is telling her what questions to ask Cohen during this, another one of these kangaroo court hearing Trump executions that were all the rage back then. So, I mean, she should, at the very least, be thrown out. It's a useless seat, but she should be thrown out. Where are the people saying that she should have to resign immediately? And I don't know what criminal charges you might be able to connect to her actions there. But it seems a little odd. And why was she doing it? Again, this Jeffrey Epstein guy. His island is within her jurisdiction, is what I hear. So what favors were these two doing for each other that she could be sitting there during a very, very high-profile congressional hearing and taking direction from the likes of Jeffrey Epstein? This Epstein thing is a hell of a lot bigger than they're trying to present it. And they can only do so much trying to downplay how involved this guy was in our government. You know, how many people did this guy have dirt on? And the fact that he commits suicide in jail, and no one saw anything. The guards at Rikers were asleep. The camera didn't work. I mean, it is such a movie level, unbelievable movie level nonsense that's going on with this Epstein thing. And, you know, where's it going to end up? Maybe, look, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe Trump was all tied up with this. Maybe he was going to the island and doing terrible things. I don't know. but it certainly wasn't just Donald Trump. And I think that is a great excuse for the Biden administration to never have pulled these records out and tried to crucify Donald Trump with those. Oh, they tried to kill him. They tried to put him in prison. But why? Why wouldn't they pull these files out if they show that Donald Trump was doing terrible things with Jeffrey Epstein on that island? Because we know the Clintons are somehow tied up in it. A painting of Bill Clinton in that red dress with high heels on? I mean, come on. All right, we're going to return in mere moments. Our phone lines are full, and we will take your calls next. Everyone loves when I talk about our good friend Steven Singer. Hey, it's Anthony Cumia here. I've been telling you about Steven, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, for decades. If you haven't heard yet, Steven Singer Jewelers was named one of America's leading jewelers. There are almost 18,000 jewelers in America, and less than 50 jewelers have received this wonderful honor. Just another reason why other jewelers hate him. They hate Steven Singer. Steven's a jeweler you can trust. He has the best guarantees, the best warranties, and all at the perfect price 365 days a year. Steven always has the best value on real diamond jewelry. No phony sales, no fake discounts or pricing games, no nonsense, ever. Just easy and fun. That's why he's considered one of the most trusted jewelers in America. No one does diamonds better. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers. Online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Al from Yonkers. What's up, Al?
Hey, Anthony. Nice to speak to you, and thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Sure. I just want to say with, the President Trump, just a couple of things quickly. I know you got a lot of calls. You got a great show.
Good, thanks.
Sure. I just wanted to say, I'm sure like President Trump said, I mean, if they really had anything on him with this, they would have brought it out and exploited it already.
Yeah.
Because, President Trump, since I was a kid, in the 1980s, everybody knew Donald Trump with the book Art of the Deal. And he's, always been around in New York City, and, all the social circles and all. So, but my point is, I just wanted to say that with Jeffrey Epstein, his last cellmate, who was an ex-cop, he was from Yonkers. He's actually, I had met him once as an acquaintance basis in the 1980s, because he actually was from this neighborhood. And I'll always remember the guy. Yonkers was a different city then.
Wasn't Son of Sam also from Yonkers?
Yeah, he was right near my house. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'll never forget that.
Crazy.
For the rest of my life, that when they called Son of Sam, because it was the summer of '77. You had the Yankees, you had Son of Sam, you had the primary for mayor where Abe Bean was beat out by Koch.
Right.
And you had, it was just a crazy summer. But getting back to the guy who was from
Blackout, too. Big blackout.
Yeah, the big blackout. Of course, all the looting in Harlem.
Yeah.
How Bushwick and those, all those neighborhoods burned and then came back.
It was mad.
Yeah, it really was. But the guy, the guy who was his last cellmate was from Yonkers. I had met him years ago in the 80s in acquaintance basis. And I'll always remember the guy. His name was Nick Tartaglione. He was a big guy. He always had a beautiful car. And at the time, Yonkers was less diversified. It was mostly, my area was mostly Italian, Irish American. Now it's more Hispanic, which is a good thing. Diversification is always good. But I know Nick Tartaglione, the roommate of, cellmate of Jeffrey Epstein, he got jammed up himself. And he had lost his job as a Briarcliff cop because he had violated the civil rights the courts had come to the conclusion.
Yeah.
And I think the municipality had to pay out some money for what he did.
How does this tie? Let's tie it into the Trump thing or Epstein thing. Like, you know, get to the point, Al?
Oh, no, yeah, no, I just wanted to say that the guy was actually, he was from Yonkers.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Al. Thank you for the call.
Have a good night.
Right. Oh, thank you. You too. You need to click that continue. Not you. Back at the studio needs to click the continue thing. So I may hang up. Yes, there you go. Thank you. Right. I was wondering where that was going. Like, all right, the guy, he's in the cell with Epstein. Did he say anything about Trump? Or he's like, nope. He's from Yonkers. All right. He's from Yonkers. Amy, how you doing from Jersey? What's up?
Hi, how you doing, Anthony? I really enjoy your show.
Thank you, Amy.
I'm a little bit nervous. Being in Jersey, everybody, you know, I have my firearms permit, and everybody's like, oh, when are you going to get your concealed carry? When are you going to get your concealed carry? I said, I'm never going to get it here in Jersey because, like I told your call screener, as soon as you pull that trigger, Anthony, I'll become the criminal.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Everything you've done or said, every political affiliation you've had, every vote you've made, every comment now that you make on social media will now be in front of a courtroom trying to paint you as a horrible person, a racist or something, whatever, you know, they could pull up. Once you fire your gun, even in the most, if it's self-defense, and if there isn't even a question about it being self-defense, you have to defend your life now in a courtroom. You did it out there. You were successful defending your life with your firearm. Now, a whole new chapter of your life. Your life will never be the same. And not only because maybe you're faced with some moral implications of taking a life that you have to deal with for the rest of your life, but now you're fighting for your freedom. Because there are people that think if you did that and you defended yourself, you should be in jail. And they will do everything in their power to make that happen. So, very good, Amy. I like the way you think. You're thinking ahead and seeing what pitfalls there are in being a gun owner, and especially carrying that weapon with you out on the streets, not just in your house. That's why I always say, the second you put a gun on your hip and you go outside, you have to leave your pride home. You have to leave any part of your personality that is confrontational. If you do get into some type of road rage incident, you just have to wave and go, I'm sorry. There are so many things that come with being a responsible gun owner. And having a violent personality, being somebody that gets into conflicts, you are the wrong person to be out there. You have to walk away from conflicts, even if you got to bite your tongue and, damn it, I know I'm right, or this piece of crap, he's deserves whatever he gets. You can't take that with you when you're carrying a gun.
Yeah, not even just, back in the day, you'd be able to give somebody the finger, they cut you off in the car. Not even down here in South Jersey. I don't even do that anymore. Just, all right, you just go do what you got to do. And because you never know if somebody's got, like a criminal, somebody like you said in the city, who just could carry it, and the common person can't.
Yeah,
they have one in their car and they can pull it on you. It's happened down here.
Yeah, and they don't care. They really don't. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for the call. It's strange because you better know damn well that your life was in imminent danger of being taken for you to pull a gun out that you legally own and use it. to defend yourself or your loved ones. There's no brandishing. There's no pulling it out and go, hey, take a walk, fella. Yeah, you don't do that. It is, if you are in a situation where, you are in imminent danger. Because anything less than that, and boy, are you going to be on a roller coaster that could end up in prison. More likely these days than any other time in American history. Like I said, there are people, and people in power, judges, district attorneys, citizens that'll be on that jury that have no want or need for the Second Amendment or for people to have the ability to use deadly physical force when deadly physical force is against them at some point. So, yeah, it's a battle. Yeah, I tell everybody also, you got to get insurance. They want to. A lot of these anti-gun organizations, these liberal organizations that want to take away people's freedom and the right to bear arms, they talk about mandatory insurance. They want people to have insurance because any obstacle to throw into people's way, I can't afford insurance. Well, then you can't afford a gun. Anything they could do to put a speed bump in the way in between a citizen and their Second Amendment right, they will do it. But I implore people to get insurance because the second that bullet leaves that barrel, you are in for the fight of your life. And it is going to cost a lot of money. Talk about a catastrophic illness, and you have to go to the hospital, and you don't have insurance, and now you're in debt the rest of your life. Yeah, same thing. Same thing once you fire that gun.
Yes, Commander.
You will be broke. You may go to prison. Even if you don't go to prison and are acquitted, you are going to... Your entire life is thrown up in the air. Try to get jobs, as the guy that was up on a murder charge, even though you were acquitted. And the money, the lawyers, everything else. So yeah, a good insurance policy. And there are companies out there that underwrite people, armed citizens, just in case something happens. It won't fix everything. But you sure as hell don't want to end up fighting that battle with what's in your bank account. That's for sure. And nowadays, like I've talked about all the time, I would have to maybe double think, triple think what I was doing, which is very dangerous in a situation where you're faced with a life-threatening prospect because of the conflict. You don't want to have to think. You want to react, training, reflex. But I have so much dirt out there, especially in the context of comedy. Lest you forget, I was a shock jock back in the late 90s and first half of the 2000s. Shocking shock jock. So, of course, a lot of the jokes that were made were sexist and racist and homophobic, and Islamophobic. They'd all be considered that. But it was all under the umbrella of, yeah, you're a wacky disc jockey, shock jock guy. Well, watch how fast everything you said is taken in the context of absolute seriousness and gospel. Did you, Anthony Cumia, did you not say that Obama gonna take Ant's money and give it all up to me in a song? Yes, Your Honor, I did, but it was all funny. Just answer the question. Yeah. So you got baggage. You have all that baggage that you're carrying around with you that can and will be used against you in a court of law. So be careful. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Be careful out there. You don't know. There is a Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. And obviously carrying a firearm is great power. And the responsibility is doing everything in your power to never have to use it. It's not a toy, obviously. It's not a showpiece. It's not something that you use to threaten people or get your way or show someone that you're bigger than them. That is all trouble. All complete trouble. I used to have insane road rage. I mean insane. I scared the crap out of Opie one day. We used to drive in for the Opie and Anthony show from Long Island. And he would drive one day, I would drive the next, or he would drive 1 week, and I'd drive the other one going to WNEW in New York. And there were times he would just be cowering in the passenger seat because I would lose my mind driving in New York City. And, once you're an armed citizen, you got to put that away. You got to put road rage to bed. And believe me, you can't not be angry and get road rage, especially driving in New York City. There are videos of me on YouTube from many years ago, one of which is, I guess it was the NBC, the Today Show. They did that outside segment, and celebrities would go from their limousine to the building where the show is going to be, and I think it was Michael Bublé, and he was getting out of his limo, and all these photographers, these amateur paparazzi, they would park in the middle of the street and try to get a picture of Michael Bublé. And I was stuck in that traffic jam. And you see the interview going on with Michael Bublé at the door, and you hear my car horn beeping and me yelling obscenities on, an NBC morning show. It was hilarious. But, that's how angry I would get. And like I said, great power, great responsibility. You can't be a wannabe tough guy and have a gun. You got to be the guy that walks away. You got to be Kane from Kung Fu. Just, all right, he fought every week. He was Mr. Peaceful Guy, but he fought every week. Those people hassled him, man. But, you just got to walk away from conflict. It's terrible sometimes, but, you don't want to get caught up in something like that if you have a gun. All right, people? Yeah. I know you know what I'm talking about. But let's go to my good friend here, calls every week, Joaquin from PA. What's up, man?
Good evening, Mr. Cumia. Hey, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, right?
There you go, man.
Away, know when to run.
There you go.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a stickler for details. I got to correct you a little bit. The Colt Single Action Army 45 was actually called the Peacemaker, something I'm very, very familiar with.
Yeah.
So it was the Peacemaker, not the Peacekeeper. But,
Oh, I thought I said Peacemaker. I didn't say Peacemaker?
No, you said Peacekeeper.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Peacemaker. Thank you.
I'm sorry to be a smartass. Anyway, in New York City, you can't even carry, your station advertises burning purple ball guns. Mm-hmm. And guess where? They're not legal. They're not legal in New York City. So
don't think
people have no options. And, and then, of course, I also want to move on to the other thing about Trump, Prince Albert McCann, right? He was dethroned or whatever. So there's so many people involved in this. And then there's even Bill Barr's father, who had the ties to the OSS, who gave Epstein one of his first jobs. So there's stuff that goes really deep into that murky water.
Yeah, I think, just the sheer weight of this whole thing, it's the reason no one wants to put these out. Regardless of what side you're on. If you were on the left or the right, and you knew you had documentation that could really smear somebody that you once smeared, why wouldn't you put it out unless also, your name's on there, people you know, people that don't want their name out there. It really is the only viable reason why we're not seeing what supposedly exists.
And I would like to get to Islam while I'm on the air. I've been going,
I would love to right now, but we might have to save that. I got to go to break, Joaquin. I am sorry that your call is going to be cut short this week, but we got to do it. We'll be back in moments. Don't go anywhere. So much to get to this evening. My God. Speaking to New York for a moment, of course, talking about the election last week, I said, yeah, this is the way it's going to go. Everyone did that. No big surprise there.
Ship reporting.
I hope you enjoy your choice, and it goes well for you. The financial things, I was just talking about the financial aspects of the Danny mayorship there in New York. And I said it's just not going to happen. Everything he wants to do, the mayor cannot do. It's like a substitute school teacher saying, I am going to change the entire curriculum of the school district. Now you got to talk to a few people. I think you're going to get a pat on the head, and some people going, that's adorable. Let's wait until maybe you can use your big boy voice. Kathy Hochul, the governor, I was talking about how she has already said she will not raise taxes. She's just not going to raise taxes to finance some of these Mamdani projects. Why would she want to put her neck on the line and lose money for the state? But she endorsed Mamdani, of course, but on his free bus policies, she just said this: I cannot set forth a plan right now that takes money out of a system that relies on the fares of the buses and subways. Now, where was that before the election?
Yes, Commander.
Where was that Hochul?
Yes, Commander.
She was on stage with Mamdani, cheering him on. Yeah, this is great. Oh, he's going to do wonders for New York. And then he gets elected and goes, yeah, you know that free bus nonsense? Ain't happening. She's not going to get rid of the money for you. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The money that pays for the buses and the subways and so many other things that Mamdani thinks he's going to make for free. You're going to change everything, make it free. I don't think a lot of people understand that money goes into politicians' pockets. And it's used to pay cronies and for favors and all this other stuff. What is this guy, an idiot? Haven't you seen that they use federal and state funding for their own devices? You're not going to take that away. Do you know how many pockets are lined with MTA fare money? We're going to make it free, are you? Because we don't see it that way. So Hochul, days after, not even a week after the election, she's not into the whole free bus thing. She's also said, and this she did say before the election, but not as vehemently as she is now, the tax thing. The taxes are not going to be raised. And Mamdani has absolutely zero say in the matter. He could want to raise taxes. He could want to lower taxes. He never would, but you can't do that as the mayor. You have to go through all kinds of hoops, and other politicians that have been in office way longer than you and are firmly entrenched in the system and know better. But, I think this is going to be a great example of this novelty a bunch of people, and boy, if the young lefties have not been disappointed time after time, if Lucy doesn't pull the ball out from Charlie Brown when he tries to kick that ball every single time, young liberals, they fall for it. Remember the Joe Biden, we're going to take care of your student debt is what we're going to do. What happened there? The free health care and Obamacare and everything, Obama phones. We're all going to get free phones. Remember all that? And then they just go, drats, foiled again. They just don't get it. They really don't seem to get that these politicians are using you. They use you. You are an ends to a means, or a means to an end. Yeah, means to an end. There's a little dyslexic on that one. You're a means to an end. You're a pawn, a puppet, a cog in the machine. Whatever they need, that's what you are. And the whole game is...
Commissioned police officer in this state, you'll be taken out of cuffs, and I will formally apologize.
Thank you.
Okay?
Police officers in Washington are trying to figure out the role of this man in any of their police departments. But the more they dig, the more they uncover a con so wild, it even has some of them second-guessing themselves.
I was like around 50-50. I was like, if this is a mistake, because I was also seeing the blowback on like Edmonds is going to be chewing on. Like they did have an off-duty guy here, and they like jacked one of their guys up.
Around 6:23 p.m. on September 5th, 2024, a Bremerton Police Department officer rolls up to a local Salvation Army center in Washington to inquire about an individual his co-workers had dealt with the day before. But as they dig into who this man really is, the story only gets weirder and sketchier.
You want to come back over there? It's not going to be similar to so you work for Edmonds previously? I do. Okay. Yeah, this is a part-time gig. But you live here? Yeah, give me a minute. Meet 49-year-old Michael Scaletta Teets. He claims to be a detective with the Edmonds Police Department in Washington, but this officer isn't exactly buying that claim. Milk and vendor? Sorry? No, it's in my other bag. Oh, okay. It's not. Okay, how long have you been in service? Sorry? How long have you been in I'm here almost every other week. Every other week? Yeah, and then I also work down at the KRN. Okay. And what's your phone? Mezzi Scaletta. M-E-Z-Z-Y. S-C-A. So your first name is Mezzi? And this is Amen. Yeah, it's going to be the green bag, and it's got my wallet with the credentials on the side. And then, no, upstairs. Yeah. No, I thought it was sorry. Can you stay over here? This guy. All right, I'll see you in here. Is it a loaded firearm?
Moving.
Correct. Okay.
Changing position. Waiting order. Changing position. Target sight. You are sure? Vehicle reporting.
Can you not do this and come with every road?
Changing position.
Yeah. No problem. Do you have any other firearms on you, sir? No, sir. Okay. Here's what you do. So you're not under arrest right now? We'll take them to change, okay?
Vehicle reporting. Location confirmed.
Unit ready.
So it's on your front. What agency do you work? Edmonds? Who was that? Edmonds, yes.
Waiting orders.
Okay.
Changing position.
I understand the whole process. Yes, I did. Okay. Is he hired by someone?
Vehicle reporting.
No,
Ready. Vehicle reporting.
He's hired by
Location confirmed.
Okay, we're concerned.
Ready.
We know for a fact that
Moving.
that's the concern.
Moving.
So when he transfers out,
Ready, comrade. Moving. Ready,
So what'd you say your
comrade.
name was?
Vehicle waiting
Sorry,
order.
what'd you say your name was?
Location
Is it
confirmed.
okay if I check this?
Absolutely.
Vehicle reporting.
Yeah.
Attacking! Ready, comrade.
Where is it at? In the front?
Vehicle ready, comrade. Moving.
Actually, is it to where the radios are? It's the other. Yeah, it's there. Sorry.
Watching someone impersonate an officer shows how powerful a uniform and a few official sounding words can be. But real skills and knowledge aren't something you can fake. They're earned. Just like learning a new language, you can actually use in everyday situations. Looking to explore new cultures, connect with loved ones, or boost your career? For me, it started when I wanted to reconnect with some good friends in Italy and actually speak their language. That's why I turned to Babbel, one of the top language learning apps in the world, designed to help anyone start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. With lessons created by over 650 real language experts, Babbel focuses on practical, real-world conversations, whether it's ordering food, asking for directions, or chatting at work. Imagine walking into a cafe in Italy and confidently saying, "Vorrei un cappuccino, per favor." That's, "I would like a cappuccino, please." Babbel teaches phrases like these that can be used immediately in real-life situations. It acts like a personal language coach, guiding learners step by step, which is perfect for travel, family connections, professional development, or just the joy of learning something new. Right now, Babbel is offering up to 55% off your subscription. Click the link in the description, start speaking a new language, and let Babbel help you reach your goals in just 3 weeks. And don't forget to leave a comment with the language you love to learn.
What was your first name?
Mezzi. M-E-Z-Z-Y.
Mezzi, I'm sure. You understand why you're detained now or no?
I don't know.
I think I can.
Why you did doing what you're doing? But
Okay. Is it okay if I explain some of it?
Sure.
Repairman on the move.
So first off,
Yuri'S
if
master.
you are a
Technician
police
on the
officer
great
in
May
this
I
state,
help?
you'll be taken out of cuffs, and I will
I
formally
am
apologize.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Is there a problem? Yuri needs
Here's a couple
paint job.
problems. I'm one of the supervisors in the city right now.
He has taught us well.
Salvation Army is hiring a uniformed commissioned law enforcement. Who's going to be carrying badge, gun, vest, especially not in our agency. So if you're us, especially law enforcement, you understand, we see a badge, detective badge, police badge, I think there's a SWAT badge somewhere on there as well, right? In our jurisdiction, and we haven't been notified that, hey, Salvation Army's got armed law enforcement. And that's not true. You might have just been going from your employment, your car. However, when we came across you, right, your uniforms are not. When we came across the concern is, especially because we weren't getting notification, right?
I'm not operating. I'm not doing. I'm not working. I'm not.
Well, here's the problem.
Leaving.
It's messy, right? Here's the problem.
Nope.
Even if you're leaving, Salvation Army, this is the #1 crime hotspot in the entire city for us.
I know.
Let me tell you.
I'm a retired Baltimore City. 27 years. I come out here. Okay, you know what I mean? I'm sorry.
They're stupid. Focusing energy. I understand you're just leaving because you know this is the highest crime area in the city, and you know that that's likely to do with your law enforcement experience, and we're going to be in your area. Probably not the best idea to be wearing a vest, armed, going to and from, because it's going to make us think more including possible criminal association of a police officer. That's why you get all that stuff out, and you know what? This might be an error for their bosses and our bosses, because this is all true, right? And we weren't, and we just weren't notified. That's what could have solved this. Is if you said, hey, just so you know, there's a guy in law enforcement who's being hired off through the Salvation Army. You may see him coming over to the park. That's what we did. We heard. Have you heard anything about this? No. Have you heard anything about this? We might have called that last night.
The sheriff?
We might have called that last night. Yeah.
Say it again. You're not on the payroll.
The suspicion around Michael kicked in the night before. On September 4, 2024, around 6:32 p.m., a Bremerton officer had shown up to check out an unknown fire nearby and ran into Michael, who claimed to be with Edmonds. But something about how he acted and the gear he had just felt off. So about an hour later, the officer swung by the same Salvation Army Center to talk to him, and Michael's behavior just made things feel even shadier.
Ready for full auto.
I don't know. He's on the phone with him.
No, I thought it was up there.
No, we thought. No, I'm my birthday dad.
Is there a problem? This won't take much time.
It's been a while. Oh yeah,
11 times happening, and it was worse. I had to go to the hospital, get breathing treatment. It's bad. It hurt to talk.
Okay.
Yuri'S tank division.
I'm good now.
Yes, Mr.
Right on, man.
Just getting back here this afternoon. As soon as I'm talking,
Let's clear the
the
air.
shift change, like daybreak AM. But like the space, like they made it out way worse.
I thought you were like one of our detectives at us.
We get real dirty out here.
I deal with more of the parole and probation than anything. Over there at the Kitsap Sheriff's Department, over there, I know more of those guys out here. Well, so I retired from Baltimore City at 27 years. Came out here, took about a year for me to end up going back up. Went with first in the Sheriff's Department. There was a lot of things going on, and they wanted to put me in the jail. I know a lot of new people from Edmonds, from the gang network and stuff like that. The anti-narcotics training with my base over here. I started
Let's take the guns for a spin.
Right on, man. Hey, I just gotta stop by your fix.
My name's Stiletto, by the way.
Stiletto?
Stiletto. Yeah.
Stiletto?
Are you gonna be back here tonight?
I mean, I'm working.
Yuri'S collection agency.
All night, so. Yeah.
You'll see me. I'll be out here all night.
All right, man.
Fresh air, man. And
This inside.
Cool.
Now, as more officers try to figure out if Michael actually works for Edmonds or anywhere at all, his crazy criminal past makes the whole situation feel even more odd.
That's not my bag. No, it's the one with the Gatorade, the electrolyte. Almost 18 months now. 18 months? Yeah. So
Yuri'S
I
collection
was
agency.
at Thurston prior.
Thurston County Sheriff's Office?
Yeah, Thurston Court. About a year. So when I retired from Baltimore City, Maryland 4 years ago. I came out here. I worked at the detention center for a little while. They put me in the detention center. I didn't like it. I was able to secure a spot.
Yuri'S collection agency.
After getting some other certifications, and it's an 18-month contract. So the certifications.
So you're only contracted to work 18 months?
It's good. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
You said you've been at Edmonds for 18 months, but then you said you're only contracted to work.
I got another 18 months left. Okay. So I did the 2 year that signed on for the 2 years.
Guns ready for full launch. I was born for this job. I love the smell of gunpowder. I was born for this. Let's
I picked up on that. I just wanted to
Yuri'S collection.
You know, I understand your point of view. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just kind of
Yuri'S collection
with it, right? I think it could have been done a little bit differently.
Talk to me.
I wasn't operating. It wasn't you guys saw it. I get where you're coming from.
I think maybe Grace started telling me about it.
They were checking out a trees that started a fire last night, and he pulled up on Casey and turned on blue emergency lights inside the car. And got out and said, "Hey, I'm in Edmonds." In 2015, he was involved in a SWAT incident where he barricaded himself inside and had like a whole threat of fucking blowing the place up. So it was like a bomb threat. SWAT was involved. They came out. He was detained and arrested in District of Columbia. That was from 2015.
So where are you staying while you're in Bremerton?
Sorry?
Where are you staying while you're in Bremerton? Are you at Rock or something?
Sorry?
What brings you to Bremerton?
For this off-duty. I live in Thurston and Lacey.
It's a far drive.
It is. It's a lot.
Why not work in Thurston?
I lived there. We were having issues. I didn't want to work in the area. Dealing with the same people that we were dealing with. And some of the policies. Derek, I love him. He's a great guy. When he came, a lot of things have changed.
Sorry? As some of their suspicions start to check out, officers get more pushy with Michael, and soon they're about to find out the fire wasn't the only call they'd shown up to the night before.
Tell me what happened in 2015 with Baltimore.
was a riot.
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
The unit, yeah. I worked in SUBCRIBE. We knew the feds were there. But you keep your nose clean. You don't have to worry about.
Well, I'm talking about the offense you were arrested in Baltimore City.
Me?
Yeah, in 2015.
I was arrested. I wasn't arrested.
Never been arrested. Never once.
Never been arrested.
So when I searched in our police database, and your name and date of birth came back with an incident in 2015 in the District of Columbia, which is obviously Washington, D.C.
That's DC. Yeah. You said. Take me on APIS right now. Never. Not a
The shirt is in the property. His reflective vest is straight from golf. Yeah, emergency firefighter helmet.
Can we check my vehicle?
Absolutely. If you wanna search.
You guys can do it. Go ahead.
Where's
inside?
So, it's a black plastic bag. It's got some Gatorade in it, and it's got my wallet.
I just want to confirm you're giving us the consent to search the vehicle. I just want to hear from you, yes or no. Are you giving us consent to search the vehicle?
What, y'all are gonna tear my vehicle apart?
We're gonna search the vehicle.
No.
We're not gonna like.
We're done. All right. This we're done. No. You're not gonna tear my vehicle up.
Okay.
Like the search warrant. Do what you gotta do.
Let's remove the gear and solve that problem.
He's going to jail. I'm telling you stuff. It's a big no. I know you. I'm not.
Yuri'S collection agency.
Jacob would like to get a Bible. Jesus, that's fine. Yeah. I don't have to last night to the test. It was negative, but I was out sick, so.
You doing COVID?
I did have it.
Okay.
I'm not sick no more. I was able to return back to work. I was treatment, but my mouth was dry.
You gonna drink water?
No Sorry?
No alcohol treatment? Secondary firearm?
No, absolutely not. I'm not going to
Yuri'S collection agency. Levitation units online.
Do you have anything else in your pockets? Like your wallet?
I believe I have my vape on the side.
Okay.
In this
Do you mind if we take that out?
Michael's masks are starting to slip, and pretty soon, a bunch of witnesses will be lining up with crazy stories from the night before that'll leave some of the officers shook and the shit Michael pulled.
So his boss, Jacob Stevens, as in Steven Group International.
Okay.
Washington. And he's been looked into the background check, told that he was. That's why I said that. Can you expand on the policy whether you guys are allowed to be armed or not? Is he allowed to qualify?
If we are qualified for it, if we are bonded to the state
What can
for
I
that,
do?
I'm personally not. But you can be, it depends on the site if they personally call for that. But you have to be bonded with to the company, which is federal first.
Have you seen him arrest anybody?
No.
Detained, handcuffed, nothing.
This is the tow form the company is towing the vehicle.
Sorry?
This is the tow form for the vehicle.
They didn't say
Let's take the guns for a
are
spin.
y'all applying for a warrant?
You want to last it before we dump this?
I would think it.
Gun barrels cool
Are
and
you
ready.
still talking?
Rolling.
At this time, I'm going to invoke my rights and
Inside.
time.
Okay. Fair enough.
We all know better.
Fair enough. Call that wily law enforcement experience, huh?
Yuri'S collection agency. Levitation.
What the hell, man?
I love the smell of
I'm going to the CD audience.
Can he have my cell phone, or are you guys needing it?
Who do you want to take your cell phone?
O'Brien.
Okay.
My slaves are
Yeah, can you give it to him? I want him to call my wife, and I want to give him the passcode.
I'm speechless.
When an officer hops on a call with Michael's wife, he finds out Michael's lies run way deeper than the crap they thought they were dealing with.
Hey, Officer Smith, please. He was walking around, he had an outer vest on, outer carrier, he had a lot of police gear, had a full belt, fully kitted. His vehicle is a new Ford Explorer outfitted with blue lights, like police lights.
He is wearing police gear that has police on the back. His uniform has SWAT patches on it, and the badge that he is wearing says Edmonds Detective, badge number 360. Okay, he's impersonating a police officer, which is criminal impersonation in the second degree.
I will investigate.
Okay, he's being arrested for criminal impersonation and unlawful possession of a firearm.
I'm so confused right now.
What part is it?
This whole thing. I mean, I thought that he went to work last night.
Does he work at Salvation Army?
What?
Does he work at the Salvation Army in Bremerton?
No, he's supposed to be a Bremerton Kids Home.
Doing what?
Well, I know he's a reserve police officer. That's what he told me. That's the work he's doing.
He's a reserve police officer for who?
You know what? I don't know what.
How can I assist?
I know he's contracted. That's what he told me.
Mr. Spletta, you were convicted of, it looks like, a bomb hoax.
Is there a problem?
A bomb hoax in 2015. 2015, you're convicted. Hoax by false bomb. You were sentenced to work.
No.
How can I assist?
Did you get your firearms rights restored?
So I'm not doing any of that. Suggesting I'm just kind of laid back in my seat. But like, this is all your investigation. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not. Don't take it the wrong way.
This is probably a little bit overkill, given the apprehension that first you gave last night about this case.
I will invest.
Will you guys walk around and see how many people you can talk to that will say, yes, this guy said he was a cop?
Michael's wife would call the officer the following day and inform about a case full of firearms that she discovered in Michael's room. And while officers canvass the area, even more wild tea about what he pulled the night before starts blowing up.
So last night, one of our officers was just contacting making a small fire, not a big deal. Your employee who drives his car pulled up on that scene and turned on blue emergency lights inside of his car, and then got out and told the officer on the scene he was an off-duty Edmonds PD detective.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you that. So when I heard about this from last night, I came over here because I was curious. I'm like, that sounds a little out of place. So he approached me wearing this vest. And he has a badge that says Detective Edmonds on it. So the officers that were working last night went the extra step and called the Edmonds Police Department. They've never heard of them on the payroll. So between showing up on scene with commissioned officers, saying he's a cop, having blue emergency lights, and then this morning approaching me and saying he's police, wearing a police vest. Yeah. And then furthermore, today he's holding a firearm, it's unloaded. He's a convicted felon, he can't have a firearm. So he's going to jail today for criminal impersonation of the second degree and unlawful possession of a firearm.
At any point overnight, you had a conversation with that security guard that said like police on the back of his head.
Conversation as far as talking to him, like it's like he came up and he's like, hey, you guys need anything?
Okay. Did he tell you at any point that he was a cop?
I know. I guess it was by the police badges. Looked like a cop. I'm sure he was not. That was good. Okay. All right.
You're not in trouble. I was just wondering. So there's a guy walking around, kit cars, he's wearing a badge and everything. Did he ever talk to you? Yeah. What did he say to you?
The one that wanted me in last night.
Okay.
Security at the front door.
Did he ever claim to be a police officer?
They checked my bag and made sure that I didn't have anything I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, I never seen him before, but I never had either. When one of the staff had asked me about, they didn't argue about having some hiking or medications and I told one of the staff that that's my medication. Yeah, it's medication for my third degree wound,
Right. Yeah.
Do you have that wound covered up? I go, third degree
So, did you ever say that he was a police officer?
I mean, he had police thing on, right?
So, why is that? walking around with the vest.
Yuri'S collection
Police and evidence badge.
Yeah, I talked this morning over at 7-Eleven.
Did he ever claim to be a police officer?
Yeah. He was at 7-Eleven pushing everybody out down there this morning. Down there.
What do you mean?
He saw everybody get off the property.
Levitation unit.
At 7-Eleven?
I said hi to him, but he didn't say anything. And then he talked to one of the guys who was on the ground there.
When was that?
Down this morning.
Yuri'S collection agency.
Yeah, just before 5:30.
Did he say he was a police officer there?
Well, he told him that, that it was like, it's not this time of the day that he's supposed to be here, he needs to be off the property.
So you said he had talked to you?
Yeah, well, I've known him here.
When did he last tell you?
This has been probably 2 months ago.
Yuri'S collection
Usually at 7-Eleven properties.
Trespassing people off the property.
Did he tell you that he was a commissioned law enforcement officer?
Not as pronounced. He just said he did work with the detectives or something about an emergency response team or some sort.
I think the Trini uses sort of vague language.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
accepting donations.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yuri'S collection agency.
Around 2:31 in the morning, a Bremerton officer rolls out to call for the 7-Eleven manager who wants someone trespassed off the property. As the officer arrives on scene, a familiar face appears as well.
One guy and his lot of people. This guy 24 hours.
You say you do?
No. 2 years ago, I got and this guy 24 hours here in the gate.
He gets you to leave?
No more yet.
Whatever you say.
And now, as one of the officers heads over to the store, the manager's got a curious story to spill. And on top of that, a witness comes forward with a disturbing tale that makes the whole thing even more messed up.
We just arrested a guy for impersonation of a police officer. He's dressed like us, he's got a badge like us.
Oh, this police officer?
Yeah.
He
had a gun on his head.
All night
Sure.
here walking.
All night here?
Yeah, all night. He's walking around this side and that and weapon. This and 3-4 times he's come inside.
Inside the store?
Yeah, he's around.
Yeah.
I called for one of some people here 24 hours.
Yeah.
Your colleague is come. He's together coming.
He was talking to customers,
Yeah, customer inside.
and he told them that he was a police officer?
Yeah.
When he came up to your window, shining the light and stuff like that, did you get a feeling that, yeah, so there was one of us, were you getting a feeling like you were being, like, questioned during, like, a police investigation? Do you feel like you were,
Yuri'S collection agency.
like, detaining you at any point?
He would kind of lean in there, He made a suggestion. Remember I told you, he said, well, what can I do? If I ever need something or need information, I know I can count on you. And I'm looking at this guy like, I can't believe
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, and then he said, then he started telling me about how he's going to have...
Mobile Construction Center.
Building. Building. New construction options.
You got your ID on you?
It's right there.
Building. New construction
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
unit.
Yeah. Where'd your friend go?
My cousin?
Yeah.
I'm assuming to the car. I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah. Where'd she go?
Hey. What's the issue?
Well, she just left without you. Where'd she go?
She went back to. I'm actually supposed to be leaving now because I had to go pick up my nephew. But what's going on?
Okay. Where'd she go to?
I just said to the car, sir. What is going on again?
She got in a car in the middle of the road.
I'm sorry, in the middle of the road.
Yeah. When she saw me, she ran out of here.
Okay.
Moving
So they left you?
construction.
Yeah.
Relocating. Yes, comrade.
Okay, just hang out.
Warning, lightning storm created.
What's your name? Serenity? Okay.
Building.
There you go.
Yeah, you can slide that.
What's that?
So here's the check. You can slide that.
Waiting
Jim
order.
Milford, I told him
Moving
about
out.
he's our corporate security.
Okay.
So the other day we get these similar situations all the time where it's kind of like what
Mobile
happens if you get
construction
this
center.
they put
Moving
enough money in the account to
construction.
try to cash the check against it.
War miner
and then
here.
they appear
Need a
fraud.
ride, anybody?
So we had one the
Let's
other
keep it
day,
safe.
and then, yes,
Let's keep it
Was
safe.
it the same group?
a different girl, I imagine.
Let's keep it safe.
At your branch?
What's that?
At your branch?
Yeah, there's another girl there yesterday, and she went to Golf Gate.
Mobile construction.
She left here, she went to Golf Gate, and they called the police. So now, she's here, we got information from another branch that said that she was there. And what's been happening is they have a bunch of different checks. So I don't know about this one specifically, but it's usually like the same thing. So, hang on, I got my corporate security wanted to know when you were here, so
Let's set up shop.
because he's got the information from another branch. They just said be on the lookout because what they do is they hit all the branches.
Yeah.
And then they have different checks. So, and then we were trying to stall her, and that's when he came in, that kid, and he's like, oh, what's taking so long? And I was just trying to stall her.
Was that a male or female? I couldn't tell.
Oh, I don't know, I thought it was like,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
what the little
Yeah.
branch. Oh, I don't know, I'm sorry, that was a boy.
Unit ready.
So explain to me one more time. You were saying they were putting money into the account.
So what they do is they have an account with us, right? So they deposit cash in, and then they get these checks payable to them. And they must deal the checks or whatever.
Good day, Commander. You'll get the cash in a flash.
So they put money in, say, let's say she deposited $900 for it or whatever, right? So what they do is they come around and they cash those checks because it looks like they have enough to cover the check. So they cash the check, they pull out the money, and then they're gone. And they just, and they hit all the branches in the area, all of our branches.
Construction complete.
And they have different checks. Now this isn't a Regent's check, so I don't know, but hang on, he's hang on, I'm trying to call him, but he called the other branch, so hang on.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Unit ready. Cannot deploy here.
What's your ETA?
Good day, Commander. You'll get the cash in a flash. Unit reporting.
Westbound on Weber
Yes, sir.
right now.
High speed, low drag.
54.
Hello?
Unit ready.
Hey, Jim, it's Wendy. Okay, so, did you talk to Lisa?
Yes, sir.
Because the
On our
only
way.
information
Yes,
we have
sir.
is what she
Good
said
to go.
us,
Yes,
so-
sir. Unit reporting. Vehicle ready. Outstanding. Unit reporting. Vehicle ready.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, then I'll get off. Well, because the officer's here, and I'm just kind of explaining, I'm trying to tell him.
On the move. How about some action? On the move. Destination Commander ready. Securing position.
Okay, thanks.
Unit ready.
I'm just trying to reach out to the lady who reported it from the other
Destination
branch.
Commander. Everything's made to fit.
For fraud.
Need a conversion?
To see if it was.
Confirmed fraud. See, this is what she
Transformer
said.
panels in order. Yes, sir. 510 ready.
This is what we got. I mean, we
Watch
did the
my
same thing the
dust.
other day, but different.
Oh, hello, sir.
Okay, just an FYI.
You'll get the cash in a flash. Destination Commander? Yes, sir.
12:59. When did that?
That's what Lisa, she's a branch manager from Cortez Road.
And that happened at 1 o'clock.
Everything's made to fit.
7:43.
Watch my dust. Commander?
And did she get
Ready to
denied on
roll.
that?
Oh, she has a different check, okay, yeah.
But
So
it's
they have
same
different
name.
checks. Yeah, so what they do is this, they get a bunch of different checks and they go around trying to cash them against their available ones, and then what they do is then they get the money and they pull the money that they put in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's just
Yes, sir. Destination Commander. Securing position. Bound forward.
So this is not.
Unit
the same.
reporting. Bound forward. Vehicle
No,
ready.
it's not one of us.
On the mark, sir.
And then she said she took a picture of her driver's license and the check, so.
And then
See, it's a different check,
Ready.
see?
Got it.
Hang on, let's pull it.
And then what location is that?
How about some action?
Cortez Road.
On my way. How about some action? Got it.
See how it's a different check? See, it's a different check for 743. It's just a different check. They
Vehicle ready.
probably have a ton of them in that car. whoever that person was with.
Destination, Commander? Outstanding.
We had one the other day who police went to golf with a different girl with the
Unit
same
reporting.
situation. She had different jobs.
I'm just gonna wait for
Bound
the officer
forward.
to have a question.
Vehicle ready. Bound forward. Unit reporting.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's
Ready to
going
roll.
on.
Yes, sir. Commander reporting. Good to go.
What's that? Yeah.
Good day, Commander. In no time at all. Yes, sir. IFB ready. Watch my dust. I can go. Yes, sir. Outstanding.
It's fine. What I plan on doing is just kind of questioning her. Yeah, I know, but I was questioning a lot of you, but just
But the person that came in, that was with her, that came in, he said,
just as I was, yeah.
how much longer is this going to take? And of course, I said, so that when she said they were calling him, so I said, that person got on the phone with somebody and said, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. So I don't know what they were,
Yeah, so I just saw her walk out and get into a car that was out there on 41. What's going to happen is I'm going to assume she's going to go to jail for this today, but then I can't do anything about this case.
Got a clear view, sir. Unit reporting.
That branch.
Good to go.
So I'll give you our case number, and then when they make a report with the Manatee Sheriff's Office, basically just relate the two cases. You guys give you a case number. Okay.
So I'm late to the party. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
So,
all fired up.
What are we saying to
Yeah, so it's a pretty common thing that happens at the banks. So they have an account with us. So it's like a ring.
Them or
she does.
Okay.
Yeah, so they like have like a ring of people, and what they do is they deposit like
now you see me,
like
soon you won't.
Okay. They got multiple checks. I don't know if you see it when I show you a picture. I couldn't print any better, but they went to Cortez Road at like earlier today at like 12.
Okay.
And she had a completely different check, $743. So what they try to do is say, what's my available balance? Oh, I have $900 in there, so they know that they have $900. Sometimes banks don't know
Got it clear view, sir.
they'll cash the check. That's the $900.
We're kind of wondering though how do you have any idea how they're getting these checks?
Fuel tanks are filled.
I mean, does this Sharon report this check stolen, or is it a?
Got a steady
is it
flow.
Well, Lisa
Clear out the place.
is calling because there's a different check that she has. So it's really person, yeah. So I don't think we need the details on that one.
And is that one a branch?
Pushing
I
away.
haven't called her like this one yet, but
all fired up.
So Serenity has an account.
Want some shade? Laying low.
Okay. She's claiming.
see this check? So Lisa, the branch manager, who's because they always look like this. It's almost like the same handwriting. We had somebody the same thing.
Planting.
Yesterday that came in.
Okay.
They hit all of our locations. So they hit 3 or 4 locations with 3 or 4 different checks. They're trying to get us to cash it, and then they pull their $900 out, and then they skip town, and then they're gone. So, and the handwriting's always the same, and the amounts are just always just weird, unusual amounts. So I don't know where they got it from. Probably stolen. I don't know. People see this one's completely
Want some
something
shade?
else.
Now you see me, soon you won't.
No, I'm on the same page with you as far as.
She has an account.
Pushing away.
She's claiming that a woman named Sharon
Natural sanctuary. Mean, green, and unseen.
and she wanted to cash the check.
Rockets in the sky.
You're suspicious that this may be a stolen check.
But is
This is a stolen check.
Well, that's why she's telling me that she's not verified that that one was fraudulent.
Natural
so
sanctuary.
Look
natural.
so she's waiting to verify that that's
Creeping
fraudulent.
ahead.
Yeah.
Is that okay? What's how long do you think she's going to be till she gets back to that?
Have we tried reaching out to this Sharon?
Oh no, every now when we're ready. I call that bank while we're reading.
Destination,
We had the same thing the other day. We're both reading it right now.
We're on the same page. I just wanted to confirm that we have a victim first.
I mean, we have to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let me
Securing
verify
position.
this one, and I'm waiting for the branch
And
manager.
if we can confirm at least that other one is fraudulent, then I can go ahead and go
You're right,
forward.
it takes weird that she goes to various branches and deposits the check.
So as I walked up, friend or associate
Ready to roll.
Exiting the bank, runs out to
Destination, Commander?
41, jumps in the car,
And sat on for 20 minutes.
So,
That's
I haven't ran it yet. I wanted to go. Can you just hang? I'm going to go grab my Marine
You're gonna
card.
do that? Okay. You do that.
And then I want to
24/7.
confirm that other check first before I start questioning. Obviously, we can't do anything about the MSO case.
Yeah.
But I just want to have some ammo with the questions.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. If you can.
So you have to have an account for you guys to cash a check.
They don't have to, but if it's a reasons check, we'll cash it fee, but.
That's not a reason. That's a.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't have to have an account. We would run it to a third party, they would verify it.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Aren't the trees lovely? Replanting. Destination, Commander? Outstanding. Got a clear view, sir. Igniting boosters. You got no place to hide.
So, the money just got withdrawn.
Lisa?
Igniting boosters. I can go unit reporting.
Did you
High
verify
speed,
the
no
was
drag.
on that check?
Vehicle ready. High speed, no drag. Vehicle ready. Outstanding.
You're gonna cash another bank's check.
Was it a different check or the same one?
Whoever ran out.
Natural sanctuary.
And got
Look
that
natural.
$900.
Gear of reporting.
So because she said they knew we'd confiscate something. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Outstanding. Destination, Commander?
So the person who this check is, they went to the bank and took that money.
She has an account here.
Look natural.
No, I got you, but she's here, so we call the police are here, they want to know how do they know it's confirmed fraud. And here, I've got another completely different check than what you have, I got 605. And she was with somebody, they jumped in a car, and they just removed the money from some of the location.
Cortez here.
Right.
Natural sanctuary. Creeping
I
ahead.
want to confirm that did this, and then I can question it on. I know. No, and that's what I wanted to. Yeah.
Prism sensors.
Well, that's good, because I have a different one, but they just want us to, we have to verify that it's fraud.
Motion away.
I have to verify that it's fraud. That's all my end of it.
Pushing away.
Are you able to try to resolve it on that side? I don't know what's happening.
Report that. And then follow up with
Got
once
it.
they have
I'll reach out.
Check out the view.
Okay.
Up and over. Letting the shifters in working condition.
Okay, so she did the same thing based on an email from the branch.
Nobody here but us.
Different branches, so she said she just needs to
One more for the red
check.
Okay.
Mean
So
green
she's
unseen.
gonna call and try to verify.
Mean green unseen. Prism sensors.
I know you need to verify that it's fraud.
Right. Creeping ahead.
So she's gonna do that on that one. and then-
reporting.
Okay. How long would that take, do you think?
As soon as I get somebody to answer the phone.
Readjusting stabilizers. We can make adjustments. That's the point of tight water, sir. Calculating reflection arcs.
No, I was on the same page as you. I just wanted to.
This is a very common thing that they do, we see it all the time.
I mean, not that we deal with a lot of financial stuff, but
$100 in an account. And you have to steal the check.
that's what we're kind of confused about.
Mean green unseen. Laying low charge. Company some shade rate. Mean green unseen. Sensors stable. Magnified natural sanctuary. Laying low charge.
I was wondering, you know, we have to have the because that's a very similar situation a lot of times. When they come into the account, they have multiple different checks, they hit them all of us, and just trying to cash them. And then they pull the money out of the account. Is there any way you can help me verify that this is fraud? Because I have the police here, and of course, I already have to verify that it's fraud before you say that.
That's the popular.
Alright.
Logistics process. Intensify the
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, they might need to reach out to the customer's phone number, but I don't know if that phone number is not. We can try that number, I just don't know if that phone number's fraudulent too. You know what I mean? That's the customer.
Well, so you're saying the
I'm calling
check
bank
is fake.
first.
I'm saying it might be a real check that was stolen.
Yeah, no.
Let me go get my work phone.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think the check is fake. I just think that there's a bunch of stolen checks and they're just going around to try to cash it.
Right.
And what they do is they take the money. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
Yes,
You want that print out or no?
she's a member there,
You
so
need this stuff?
do you have an actual phone number for Miss Jones?
You don't need it. No.
Okay, thank you.
On the prowl.
This is a number to the credit. She's like, somebody's the reason can't just tell us about it. And I'm like, yeah.
Mean, green,
Hello?
Now you see me?
Hi, I'm here for assurance.
Creeping ahead, ready to go.
My name's Officer Miller. I'm with the Sarasota Police Department in Sarasota, Florida.
Unit promoted.
I need whatever.
Well, the reason I'm calling is because we're at a Regions Bank down here, and there is a young lady who's attempting to cash a check from your bank account with your name on it.
Hard to confirm that identification, so we're going to write a warrant.
Well, yes. So I guess what I want from you, I understand that you were alerted by your bank back in November to some unusual activity, and you said that you weren't writing the checks. Is that correct?
And yesterday, she looked like this.
Nobody here but us trees. Replanting. On the prowl. Prism sensors stable. Intensify electricity.
No, I got you.
When those checks were stolen from you?
Intensifying
They
electricity.
probably aren't stapled to paper. I don't think they're
Oh,
gonna
you think they were pulled from the trash? Okay, all right. Okay. But just to be clear, you do not know anyone named Serenity?
Positional data received. Focusing light energy.
Well, you could still possibly know a young lady named Serenity. Okay, so, all right, so you don't know her, so you never wrote her a check. Is that correct?
Terrain flux.
Okay.
Resolving target coordinates. Readjusting stabilizers. Focusing light energy. Magnifiers activated. Focusing light energy.
Jay, yeah, we're gonna step in here real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Resolving target coordinates.
There, pull up. So, I'm gonna assume you know what's going on. I'm gonna read you your rights real quick.
Estimating distortion error.
Let me.
Positional data received.
I'm gonna read you your Miranda warning, okay?
New coordinates processed.
You have the right to remain silent.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to us.
No, I would like to have like a referral something.
How old are you?
18.
Okay, you're an adult.
Correctional facility. I would like to contact with her.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be going to jail today, okay? Regarding what's going on here, if you'd like to talk.
But I'm still gonna go to jail.
Positional data released.
what's gonna happen to me?
You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna do both.
Okay, what did you tweak out for this?
You'll be protected.
Protected.
Where your friends gonna come back to you, or the way
I don't know what's happening. I was left.
Need a conversion? Want some shade? Mean, green, and unseen. Reaping ahead. Reaping ahead.
you're being charged with uttering a poison instrument. So this check right here does not belong to you and was not written to you, correct?
Well, obviously,
okay, well, that's what you're doing. Okay.
What? Oh,
Readjusting stabilizer.
Yep,
Vehicle ready. High speed, low crash. Ready to
tell
roll.
us about this?
Securing position. Ready to roll. Outstanding.
You were set up.
I don't know.
Destination commander? Bound forward. Ready to roll. Securing position.
Yeah.
Optic manifold. Readjusting stabilizer. Compass unit reporting. On our way, sir.
Yep.
Can we please call somebody?
Hey, a bullet just fell down there. You want to grab that for me? Yep. Okay, so you wanted a lawyer, you didn't want to speak. So now, we're not asking you any questions, okay?
Well, what questions are you gonna ask?
I can't ask them because you already determined you did not want to speak to us.
No, I don't want this to happen right now.
Well, this isn't happening at this point. I can tell
What do
you
you want
what.
to ask me about?
So at this point, so I'll tell you.
Please don't talk to me like I'm not that kid.
Okay. Okay, first of all, you're a young woman.
All fired up.
You're not a kid at all.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Ready to soar.
We spoke to, no, don't ask questions.
Can you get this paper off that desk?
Please don't. I apologize. This just escalated. So, Miss
Vehicle ready. Outstanding.
that young woman.
Yes, sir.
Never heard of her. Never heard of you. Certainly didn't write you a check.
Okay.
So you're being charged with that.
I understand.
Okay.
High speed.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
I do not.
Okay. So now you're being charged with carrying a concealed firearm.
I understand.
By any chance, are you a convicted felon?
No.
Okay. Well, then you won't be charged with that. Those are the two charges you're reporting.
How long am I charged with that? Never been to jail. I just got out of foster care. Oh my God. I was just at work as a correctional officer. How many bullets were there?
It was loaded with one in the clip.
Isn't that like extra years every bullet?
I don't believe so.
Reinforcements.
I don't believe so. Uh-oh. This just gets worse and worse.
What happened?
Possession of a firearm with an altered serial number.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to look it up, but I think that's a charge too.
This is not fair to me.
What? It's an altered serial number. Possession of a firearm with an altered serial number is a charge also, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
What about possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony?
Oh my.
So you've got CCW
So
firearm.
you're trying to add charges on it? Why are you trying to make it worse?
Want some shade?
Oh,
Lay it low.
please. This is not my fault.
Look natural.
Please. Oh. Bro, how?
Merely possessing it while committing, because she's not using it. It wasn't used seems, you know, it wasn't part of.
So there's no.
Yeah, I can't run this. I was gonna try to run it.
I have a question. So being that I've never been in this situation before, and this, since I know I'm doing it, so I take responsibility for it, but even like, the gun is crazy. Like, this is not fair because I have nothing to do with that. And yeah, I'm taking responsibility, but made for speed. There's no way I can get out of it because it was in my purse.
At some point, someone's going to question, okay?
Everything is made to target coordinates. Run in straight. Taking them down. What do you want me to tell you?
You didn't want to talk.
I want to talk. I don't know. Like, this is bad. This is crazy. I'm only 18.
The law takes us very seriously. Now you see me, Miranda. You say you don't want to speak until you have a lawyer. Going mobile. Pretty much hands off.
I didn't mean with the lawyer. Like somebody, I'm very vulnerable. Like I've never, like I just don't know what to do.
Natural. So are you saying that you do not want a lawyer and you want to speak to us?
But like, what is speaking to you?
Explain your side of this.
Of course I do. I will speak to you and say my side because I deserve that.
Mean, greed, unseen. Your exact words. Now you see me. It's not mine. Going mobile. I said, what is it? I said, what's not? You said, what's in that purse? That indicates to me you knew what was in that purse.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to ask you questions, but if you want to tell me a story, go ahead.
No, it's not a story. I'm saying it is in my purse.
Okay.
I knew it was in my purse, but like, I wasn't using it. I was
No, you weren't, and I'm not accusing you of using it.
I know, but like, they had just put it in my purse for a second.
They